This next tune is arranged and written by the great Mike Tomorrow, and he was the staff arranger for the Airmen of Note for 19 years before he went to Duquesne University and finished out his career there. He did 19 years of service in the Airmen of Note, and I thought that was pretty cool. We're very fortunate. This is a tune that sort of puts the band in check. It's called Blues 1, Band 0. things going on tonight as always, but first thing I want to do is just a rousing applause should go to all these great seniors. And let's give a round of applause. One of the great privileges is us to honor certain students that have worked very hard and exemplified a lot of wonderful things that we think of as the LDA way, musicianship, artistry, taking on different gigs. And this young lady is going to be a recipient of the Will Loudon Scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give the Will Loudon Scholarship to Zoe. Now she's got to go to work over at Vic's, so give it up for her, man. All right. We're going to bring to the house our vocalist. Sophia, come on up. You want this mic?
I'm singing Brothers by Marita Shaw. I'm Sophia Ava Marie.
We're brothers of the skin. We're family, and we're all kin. There is no power greater than that of our Creator. And did He say all His children are one? We're brothers. It's yours and mine, so let's understand. With hope and faith unbending,
hear it for Sophie again. Yep. Right. Well, if you don't know very much, we've had a wonderful few days with our guest artists, and they're going to be featured as a trio for 2 songs. And it's not really to take away from the great artistry of this band or these students, but they learned so much. Jeff Hamilton's played with Tommy Dorsey, Woody Herman, Lionel Hampton Jazz Festival, Lionel Hampton Jazz Band, forgive me, Oscar Peterson, Ray Brown, Monty Alexander. His student was Diana Krall. And he's been so generous, and so is Tabataka Uno and Mr. John Hamer. And I just can't say enough and how much these students have enjoyed working individually with everyone. Mr. Chinaka, are you there? Yep, there you are. All right, we're going to give out another scholarship while we have a little time. This next recipient has been in the All-State musician. He's one of the most dependable students we've had. He is playing at UNLV and studying pre-med, and he's going to be playing the big band at UNLV, and I couldn't be more honored to have this young man receive the Bruce Whiteley Scholarship, Mr. Henry Stutz. Good. Next recipient was actually Bruce's dad, and he always sat right there. And I'll still remember this because he played in the University of Denver marching band, and he just loved what was going on. And before he passed, he started the scholarship, and we love to include him in our well wishes because he's looking down on us right now. And the recipient of this next award has been just an iron fist in the saxophone section. He has worked tirelessly as Jazz Club president, and he's worked very hard. He's going to the Eastman School of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, the scholarship goes to the man on tenor sax, Matt Trump. All right. Let me think here. Okay. This next recipient is another Will Loudon Memorial Scholarship. If you don't know, this is called the Loudon Theaters because Will went to this school and he tragically passed. It's something that is very obvious we talk about here in the jazz department and at our school. And they've been very generous not only with the school but with scholarships every year since the passing of this young man. And he was a great bass player. That's all I can tell you. This gentleman who recipient of this, works tirelessly and has played in the all-state groups. He plays in the concert band, he plays soprano sax and alto sax. So the winner of the Will Loudon Memorial Scholarship and the secondary one is Mr. Paul Beard. My phone for something. Hold on. I'm not very good at this, so I always forget things. Can I have my phone, Mr. Hamilton? I'm sorry, did I ask you? All right, let me grab it here real quick. He's looking at me like, no, I'm not giving you the phone. Yeah, that might be it. That's it. Damn, I'm just not very good at this technology thing. This next scholarship is in memory of Thomas James Westwater. He's a wonderful father and a jazz aficionado. This is a new scholarship that has been brought to our attention. Music brought him great joy. The person donating the scholarship wanted it to go to a student who would continue bringing music to the world. And I can think of no one better than our own drummer, Mr. Shaw and Daya. All right, last but not least, the highest award that we can give here in jazz, we call it the Louis Armstrong Award. It's very simple. Louis Armstrong, we believe to be the forefather of jazz. And we really would like to give those 2 awards this year to Mr. Paul Bearden on saxophone and to Sean Dyer. So give them a round of applause. Great guy, great guy. Big. All right, that's it. That's all the cool stuff. Some of the people who won that Louis Armstrong Award are NASA scientists right now, lawyers, politicians, teachers, professors. We're teaching life skills here. This is not about playing at a high level. It's at learning to be on time, developing a skill set will hopefully reward you in the real world right now. And I think if everyone played a little music, we'd get along better. So I think, thank you for promoting that here at the Performance. All right. Without further ado, I'm done talking. You get to hear some of the greatest music on the planet right here on this beautiful stage. And if you like what you heard, I would recommend going to Vic's this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They're going to be playing 2 sets each night, and I'm telling you, it just doesn't get much better for trio. There's beautiful people around the world that do music really at a high level. But these 3 gentlemen, Tadataka came in from Japan 2 nights ago. Mr. Hamer came in from Tennessee, and Mr. Hamilton came in from LA. So without further ado, the Jeff Hamilton Trio.
Give me a moment. Oh, it's on. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight to share this great music. These bands have been terrific. We've been backstage enjoying them and working with them yesterday and today, and it was a real pleasure always, as it is when we're invited by Patrick Bowen to come over and share our time with the students. Let's have a nice round of applause for them. We are going to play just a couple of trio tunes to give you a breather from all the big bands, and then we're going to get right back into the big band spirit of things. This trio I started in 1994, and this current edition consists of, at the piano, Mr. Tadataka Uno from Japan. He's been in the trio for a year and a half, and feels like he's been here from the beginning. At the bass is the bass professor at University of Tennessee, John Hamer. We just played a song that is, we always like to pay tribute to one of the great trios of all time, the Ahmad Jamal Trio. Vernell Fournier on drums and Israel Crosby on bass. I grew up listening to those records and wanting to be like that when I grew up. That was Poinciana, which was a big hit for that trio, and we decided to put our own flavor on that. We didn't play it exactly like the Ahmad Jamal trio, but we paid tribute at the very end by playing the same beat that they played on that recording. Right, band? You all know that, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Next, we'd like to play a composition by Tadataka Uno. This is on our most recent CD. It's been out for about a month. It's called A New Chapter. And for those of you who still have a CD player, we encourage you to buy that. And this is his song that he wrote for a mentor of his while he lived in New York, Frank West, the great tenor saxophonist. And he joined every band he was in. Some magic occurred, and therefore he acquired the nickname Magic. So this is Tadataka's title, a tribute to Frank West, The Magic of Mr. West. We hope you enjoy this.
There you go. All right. Mr. Hamilton has graced our stage and is going to be featured in one of his big band charts with the Clayton Hamilton Orchestra that he co-founded and plays with his dear friend John Clayton. And this is a tune called Jody Grind. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Hamilton on the drums. John All right, quick overview real quickly. This band went to Midwest. They were one of 5 bands selected across the globe. We've had guest artists here all year, and they've worked very hard. This next tune is probably one of the toughest tunes we've done in all the literature that we've had. It's a Freddie Hubbard tune called Bird Like, and it's going to feature a trumpet, saxophone, guitarist, and vibraphones, if I'm not mistaken, on the one of the toughest solos in the whole planet. So it's the final tune of the 2026 Jazz Band. Here we go.